Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in and joining. I want to change the world and I need you to help me doing it. Usually after I say this, people run away. So please stick with me. I don't know if you ever struggled with the concept of purpose. I have. I know a lot of people who have. And usually the most prominent aspect of it is that almost every purpose you like is something which you cannot do. And that is because the world is not a place where a single person can change something. This is my goal, to put together people with more or less drive, but with the idea of changing how the world works. And we're not just talking about high-level things. I believe the more we are, the more we can actually do the changes which you may have thought as impossible. I mean politics, I mean medicine, I mean as much stuff as you can think and as much things as you are motivated to do. Now, I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit because I've been talking gibberish. Let's get into what I want to do. In the description, you're gonna find the link to our Discord. If I refer to community anywhere in this video, it's gonna be to that. Of course, I also consider YouTube as a community, but Discord is the place where we'll be posting projects, we'll be having people participate and maybe start their own companies based on their projects, and that's where I want you to be. Before discussing what I want to do with Discord, just a quick notice, for YouTube, it's going to be a channel based on myself and my ideas. This means my experiences with a company, by working, my experiences in esports, all the things I have experienced that I think can be helpful or could be interesting to someone, I'm going to share. Also, all the things which I consider important to be changed are also going to be shared. But YouTube is a much slower way to discuss such problems because I need to expose them in such a way that everyone who listens or watches the video can understand and decide for himself whether he agrees or not with my concept. But the projects and ideas that I think should be changed are way too important to wait for my release timer. So that's why we have to go into Discord and let's talk about it. Over the next months, possibly years, but specifically months, we'll be releasing slowly new projects and we'll be having events to discuss and grow as people. Specifically speaking, we'll be looking to make every person inside of the community and then outside of the community into someone who is able to recognize how the world works and what he's being told from other people, so that you are able to not get fooled by fraud artists, from scam artists, and from politicians, news outlets, and so much more. Why do I say this? Because you being able to understand and discuss reality without being biased is the base and most important part of growing as a society. If you're not able to understand and discuss, you're not able to make change happen. And this is why a lot of times people don't want you to be able to discuss and understand, and they just force feed you information. Look at Instagram Reels, look at TikToks, they are a drug. And let me tell you, I'm an expert on it. I've spent multiple hours per day, sometimes on those two platforms. Why? Because they're designed to be drugs and no one does something about it. Why? Because it makes money. And since it makes money, it makes for good advertisement, it makes for good control of people. Nobody wants it changed. Well, I want it changed. I don't want Instagram Reels to be something available for people. Or if they are available for people, they should be changed to a format which is not drug-inducing and which is not reducing the productivity of someone. Let me be clear. I don't want hyper-productive people. I want people who can enjoy their day to the fullest. And being productive doesn't necessarily mean working as much as you can. It means not wasting time and doing something with the time you are given. Because as of now, our time is limited. We may get into an age where age doesn't really matter anymore. But this is not the time yet. And maybe if we don't do something about it, the time will not come soon enough for us to enjoy it. For the next step, I need to explain something very, very quickly. You do not become extremely rich and powerful unless you're born extremely rich and powerful. This applies for 99 point I do not know how many nines of people. So, what do? We are taking, or at least I am taking, the opportunity of YouTube and content creation. I believe there is nothing more powerful than a group of people with the same idea. And it's insane how little this power is being used for good as of now. I'm going to keep making more videos on specific content, not necessarily generalized as this one. And I hope to spark interest and to spike views, new views and new ideas that maybe were not given to you or that you had and you want to discuss about. Please join the Discord and do. I'm making this channel mostly for myself because I do not think alone in my lifetime I can make the change I want to make to the world. So I'm asking for your help. If you like the idea, please subscribe and thank you for even just listening. If you don't like the idea, please let me know and let me know why. Write it down. Be aggressive or be interested about something enough to speak fiercely about it. Tell it to me. Tell it to someone else who may want to participate on your ideas. Because that's how you change things. That's how you avoid things from happening or you make things happening. Maybe you can motivate me even more to do something, or you can let me know that it's not the best of ideas. And you could have such of a good point. I could stop doing this. I'm probably not going to stop doing this, but, anything could happen. Thank you a lot and see you the next time. Bye-bye.